I see fantasies on TV, they're always like, gosh, I'd like to kiss that girl, or just imagining myself being a sports star. And they were never the odd things that sometimes pop into your head.
You know, you're about one of the cutest doctors I've ever met.
Give me a kiss.
When I started Scrubs, I said, how is it going to be different comedically? And I said, we're going to get a lead guy who's got an odd sensibility, and we're going to let people see and hear the weird things that he thinks.
Doctor, could you sign these, please?
Ah, sure. To my two biggest fans.
The fantasy is going to be the element in the 21 minutes where the ball goes out of the park.
It gives all of us an opportunity to do outrageous things, like anywhere from sing songs to wear ridiculous outfits.
The show sort of articulates the most random thoughts a human being could possibly have.
And the brilliance of it is not just the technique, but how accurate the writers are when they have the event take place.
Mr. Spud.
I've done the weirdest things I think I'll probably ever do in my life on this show. I mean, if you just scroll through the fantasy sequences.
Mister! What is the deal with Q-tips? Carla?
They run Zach pretty hard in the fantasies.
Zach Braff occasionally jokes about, you know, great, this scene I spend the next hour and a half getting spit on by Johnny C.
Don't forget, Felicia, if you...
Yeah, that was a funny one. It was very important to me that it not be his real spit.
It was truly one of the more disgusting fantasies ever on the show.
Everyone was just drifting through the halls, each one of us acting like the others didn't exist.
The way the shot was done was everybody was on incredibly loud skateboards and dollies, and there were a bunch of grips and people lying on the ground out of frame pulling them across.
Except Sarah Chalke, of course, could do anything, and she was on rollerblades.
And no one could ride rollerblades but Sarah, who was very proud of herself.
You want me to open up?
I think I can handle it.
We sat down with our special effects guys and we said, we want to do the opening of the Ark, you know, and then have it melt a man's face.
Every guy's like, I really want to be involved. I really want to get in. I really want to know what's going on. What's wrong with you? Tell me these things. Well, every stupid guy.
I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I think. I don't like the way I feel about how I look and think. I have too much hair, my boobs are too low, my butt is too big, and I'm too short.
That was pretty good. That was pretty darn good.
They built a wax head of me. It looked like an episode of Gilligan's Island.
I remember reading that and that being just this wildly ambitious, you know, 20-second segment of the show and thinking like, you know, because that's going to be great in your imagination because you know, you can see the head melting and everything. And I thought it was executed just right to the T with film-like precision.
What a difference a day made.
It's what a difference a day makes. And I look at it now and I think, I'm on a do-over. Give me another hour. I can make this a whole lot better. It's all made to work by Ernie Orsatti and all these stunt people who take all those falls. All I had to do was hit the mark 7 times in a row, and they made it look like I was brilliant.
It's actually not that bad. And the lace feels soft against my package.
Zach Braff takes great personal pleasure in mocking Rob whenever he has to do that stuff.
Rat tail! Yeah! Yeah!
We thought it was just going to be nice to give him a little dose of humility.
I got to realize how awful it would be to have to wear a thong.
Help me.
Ow! It feels like there's something stuck in your butt all day long.
You guys, I can't take this sweet old lady's driver's license from her. She reminds me of my gram.
Why don't you just get someone else from surgery to do it?
Like who?
Oh, it's one of my favorite fantasies.
I came out of that scene totally sweaty and just like exhausted and spent.
The actress who was totally game just went for it.
At one point, like we were like wrestling, it was like a mosh pit, and then like we broke for a minute, and I was like out of breath and sweaty, and she was too, and he's like, okay, now go in and kiss her.
He was macking with a cool lady, a good 45 years his senior.
Which was hot because, you know, enough said.
And as you can see, the ass is on the front.
Oh, the front butt. It got me in one of the weirdest arguments of my career because Standards and Practices watches this show like a hawk. I don't think anybody thinks that a guy's butt on the front is a real butt, and it's made of plastic, and the fact that I have to be on the phone for a couple hours going, you can't show the fake crack of a plastic butt's ass? Are you sure?
I wonder what's going on in that shiny head of his.
She had a broken leg during that scene, so she couldn't walk. And so they made her crawl, which was even better.
I was jealous. After you yell cut, the crew is like, woo! And Donald's like that.
See if you can find my tattoo.
Ted, why do I get Ted?
I don't think she's ever really forgiven me for that.
Can I have one with like a really hot guy? Like an Antonio Banderas, Jimmy Smith, Benjamin Brad type. Even Angelina Jolie. I'll take that.
Any actress wants to kiss another hot actress. If we can make it happen, we'll make it happen.
That was so much fun. Oh, man.
One of my favorite fantasies all time, and I think probably theirs.
I always jokingly said that all we really did was change their costumes a little and shot them going out Friday night.
Oh, come on, death isn't that bad. Especially if you're dying from laughter. You're on candid camera. No, I'm not.
To me, it's an example of how the fantasies work really well when they do work well.
Camera there, and there.
Mr. Larkin, we need a decision from you here.
It was funny, but it also was truly poignant because if you were watching the story, yeah, it's a big funny fantasy that dials you in emotionally afterwards because the end of it is going, no, but this is really happening. If we weren't able to do the fantasies on this show, then I'm not sure we could pull the show off.
Ow, man. Give it back.